says,
Here's to the nights we won't remember, with the friends we won't forget. May we think of them forever as the days that were the best.
Do you have a secret for growing older gracefully, Ringo? Because I've always marveled at every time I see you in person at Rama or Falls, you look amazing. Do you have a secret for growing old gracefully?
No. I'm trying to think. I mean, I think you do several things. You keep, you move, walking, whatever you do. I go to the gym. I think you watch what you eat. You don't need as much anymore. And, and I do what I love to do. So I've been doing it on tours, 2 tours a year. I writ down last year because I had to cancel 2, and I've canceled this year already. But, I've made this EP Zoom In, so that helps. And I have a little room I can paint in. And I have a gym. So, these 3 venues have sort of helped. And I think I've left our house and to go to other people about 8 times this year. I am have to watch myself. Doesn't matter how groovy I look.
Yes.
It's open city on me. I mean, I am getting up there, and I did have tuberculosis as a kid.
So have you been vaccinated yet, or?
I have, and you know what? The weight was lifted. It was so great, that I got the 2 shots, and so your spirits are a little higher. My spirits are a little higher because of that.
Yeah.
So if it does attack me, I have a great defense network inside of me that they tell me will do the job. Fantastic.
Is there a possibility you will restart the tour in Ontario whenever you do restart?
Oh, yes. There's a big chance.
Oh, fantastic. I'm glad to hear it.
I mean, I'm up all night doing the bookings.
Somehow I did that.
Listen, it'll be, Toronto has always been good for me. I mean, we rehearsed outside of Toronto for like 5 years and then played there. And Casino Rama, I think, was a tent when I first played there. I mean, every time I think of Toronto, Harry Nilsson and I, a long time ago, we ended up in Toronto in the middle of winter. And I can honestly say I've never been colder.
This book about 30 years of All Stars is out. What this experience has meant to you, the idea of the concept of All Stars and all of the, 50 musicians you've played with in these 30 years.
No, brilliant. I mean, I had to go back. I was 13. I had this dream. I didn't even have a dream. I wanted to be a drummer. I didn't want to be a piano player. And I ended up as a drummer. And as you know, I was in a couple of good bands. And then in 1989, out of the blue, I mean, a lot of my life is a bit like that. I mean, I was sitting at home and Bruce, my lawyer here, called me that some Pepsi had got to some guy we didn't know, and that guy we didn't know got to Bruce, and Bruce got to me about putting a tour together. I said, yeah. And just like that, yeah. And then I thought, oh my God, because I've never done it before. So I opened my phone book, and because you had to open them in those days, and everyone I called said, Joe, hey man, they've offered me this tour. You want to come? Yeah. Levon Helm, hey man, Dr. John, Billy, everybody I called said yes. So after a while, I had to close the damn phone book. It would have been an orchestra up there. I get to play. I want to play. That's my main thing. I love to play. I love to be part of a band. And so I had all these different bands, all these different players, and they all played for me and I played for them.
I have to ask about Paul being on that first single and video. I found it really touching, Ringo, when you sang about, here's to friends we'll never forget.
Yeah.
When you and Paul sing that, it means something to us Beatles fans. Does it mean the same to you?
Yeah, it meant the same thing to me. But, the opening line, here's to the nights we won't remember. I'm sure you've had a couple. and all your readers. And so I loved, you know, Diane Warren wrote it. I love that expression. And here's to the friends we won't forget, because we don't forget, you know.
No.
It was George 20 years, and last year was John 40 years. I mean, and so it brings it up again. You know, you're not sitting there all day with that on your mind, but
No.
you know, an anniversary is this big. It just makes you think. And I miss both of them dearly. I love both of them, and I know they love me, so it was good. And we made good music.
Yeah, and having Paul on remotely, I take it. He wasn't at your house, or was he at your house?
No, he's in England. That's what's
Yeah.
great now. I'm in
Yeah.
my studio here. The drums are behind me, and it just was the guest house, and I just took it over. And I just send the files. Diane and I were having a competition, who got who. And so, you know, I started with Dave Grohl and Ben Harper and Paul. So
Nice.
I was in the lead for a minute, and she got all the other people, which was great. And I thank them. I thank everybody who, you know, decided to participate in this this record. And so we got it out for New Year, because we were thinking everyone would be hugging and singing, you know, here's to the nights.
Yes.
But I'm afraid we're still not hugging. All right, love, peace and love.
Peace and love.